Yo, 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 what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. I'll give y'all a little bit of time to tune in case these notifications ain't go out. First things first, hopefully everybody's having a blessed and productive Tuesday evening. Hopefully everybody was able to get through the work day. Hopefully your kids was able to get through the school day. Shoot. For those in the city, hopefully y'all staying warm. It's only 34 degrees right now, and it feels like the temperature could drop a little bit more. But if you got to be out there, make sure you warm and bundled up. Don't need nobody else getting sick. So try to keep your health as strong as possible during this cold season. Anita, what's going on, baby? Jersey Hood, what's going on? Appreciate everybody that tuned in yesterday for the conversation. This was a wrap up yesterday of a few things that I'm still going to wrap up on tonight. If you missed it, catch the replay. Appreciate those who tuned in yesterday for the Twitch stream. We definitely did the damn thing. Was going to try to do something earlier today, but y'all know when I got to come in early, I ain't going to be having the fun I want to. I hear you. I hear you. I'm still going to speak a little bit on this, and this will be like a general wrap up, at least in my opinion, for now. And I'm going to say this again because I'm noticing there's a pattern with certain things. There's some of these youth that are out there, they rebelling and they going crazy against their parents. Even the ones who are doing righteous by them, they still having problems. Susanna, what's going on, baby? BDB, what's going on, my guy? The problem with me that I've seen is that, again, there are some irresponsible parents out there that are allowing their children to do whatever they want, basically. Some of it I feel is because, again, they are too scared nowadays to even say anything. Because when you have a system that is telling you you can't say or do whatever, discipline your child, they are running with that notion. Serious, what's going on, baby? That is the problem right there. There are some of you, again, who are allowing your children to do whatever because you're too scared to say anything. Since when has it ever been a notion to not tell your kids or correct your kids when they're wrong? That is what you're supposed to do, right? You are definitely supposed to do so. But y'all got these people are so scared now. They scared the minute they even try to discipline them, they gonna catch one of them ACS cases and stuff like that. Which again, in my all in all opinion, the parent has all right to discipline their child the way they see fit, whether it's physical or not. And some parents don't necessarily have to physically, discipline their kids. Just the sheer fear of them being upset and angry says and speaks volumes. That is the truth, though. See, don't get it twisted. Sometimes you're gonna have to discipline your kids physically because they're not getting it, and they think it's a game. And if you don't discipline them, guess what? That old saying of "spare the rod and spoil the child" will show into fruition for real. There's some irresponsible parents out there who don't care about their kids, even their own livelihoods. So this is why some of them are out there doing the things they're doing. One thing I can say is that some of these youth out there, they really need to get steered away from certain things. And it is up to the adults, especially the ones in the community, to start showing a little more, a little bit more of not just a better example, but show restraint. Some things you're just not necessarily supposed to do in front of them at all. Because again, when it's all said and done, they follow exactly what you do. And this is a prime example again why we get the things we get. I want to say that we need to steer these young ones away from the heavy drugs because it's not doing good for them at all. Now, do I believe that the kids should be out here popping pills, smoking weed, drinking? Do I believe that? No. Do I believe it's fair for them to do it? No. But here's where the problem lies at to a degree. Again, the irresponsible parents. Those ones who will literally sit there and smoke with their kids knowing that they're minors, or just do any type of drug around them, or even hit them to. This is the problem. I don't feel no kid should be popping any type of pills that they know they don't necessarily need. If it ain't helping them, if it ain't prescribed by a doctor, they shouldn't be messing with it. Why? Because I've seen the effects of what those heavy drugs do to youngins. You forgot we all was young at one point. Now I used to go to my little open house parties and stuff like that when I was younger, but you could tell when somebody is definitely doing something outside of the weed and the drinks. And it's scary because you don't know what the hell is happening to them. I done seen a couple of them that used to be at the same parties. They look older than me. And the sad part about it is they 2 years younger than me. So again, it just shows those drugs do damage. It will do damage to your body, your structure, and everything in the worst way. It's the same thing with, like I said, you smoking marijuana, and guess what? You burning yourself out before your time. And I'm sorry, I'm starting to believe that some of these people are coming from backgrounds where the parents are doing heavier drugs. So of course the youth are gonna be out there, you know what? I'm gonna go get me some weed. I'm gonna go get this. That's the whole fact, Anita. See, this is why I said we need to get them away from it. Because with this fentanyl rise that's happening, it be just they luck. They go get something from somebody, or they go get something from a connect, and then the connect don't even know they got a bad batch. So that's essentially another body that could be added to the list. And for what? There's some things again that they shouldn't worry about until they become adults. Because when they start doing certain things at an early stage, you're already starting to break down their body the way it ain't supposed to be broken down. You have people who darn near overdose because they getting a bad batch of something that they mess with all the time. They making fake pills, fake this, fake that, and they using that fentanyl, whether it's a strong dose or not. Platty, what's going on, baby? Again, there should be no reason why some of these youth out here are looking older than the adults. And some of these youth are, again, probably under the age of 21. But if you out here on these drugs heavy, you'll look older. You'll look tired, abused, and everything else along that line. And certain drugs will make you slower, speed wise, just period. Speed wise. Your mentality might be off some. You know, your reaction time definitely off. If you too damn drunk or too damn high to see anything, you gonna miss out on something. I've seen videos where people are tweaking out, whether they smoking that K2, they doing that dust or doing whatever, and guess what? These people damn near lost their lives because they doing stuff they know for a fact if they were sober, they wouldn't be doing it. You walking in the middle of a traffic, knowing that cars are speeding, you out there in the streets doing things that you know you wouldn't commonly do. So this is what I'm saying, all in all. We got to try to steer them away. It is kind of hard too because you don't know exactly who they're around. and where they getting these influences from. And then some of them are getting these influences from on here. There are people on here who have been doing the utmost and still showing an example of why we are having problems now. I don't feel that it's right, again, for them to be steered to the heavy drugs. And once you realize a child is on drugs, or once you realize your teen is on drugs, you need to get them the help. There are certain teens out here who are going past pills. They are shooting needles. They are sniffing and doing everything else. Again, those are the type of drugs right there. Once you get hooked on young, it ain't no getting unhooked from. And if you do, it'll be by the skin of your teeth. But by that time, if you done got away from it, you done already did the damage to your body. You done did the damage to your brain cell and everything else. Why? Because you fully ain't developed in the mind until a certain age. You know, that's something that they should be scared of. That's why when people try to say, oh, but you can't, because there are people that don't like needles. So there are going to be some people that are going to be strong and adamant on not going or doing certain drugs. Me being an example, I don't even like going to doctors. I don't like getting poked by no damn needle. But if I have to do what I got to do, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And even then, I never could do that. For you to have to sit here and try to find a vein to go do all that, I'm not going through all of that. You barely can find my veins now, and I'm healthy. So what makes you think I would have been doing something along those lines? And I'm not throwing judgment or shade. I'm just giving a clear example. I was one of those youngins that, yeah, I might have experimented with the weed, but I was 18 when I did that. I was well out of high school when I did that. That's the difference. I wasn't still in school. I wasn't cutting school to go with people to go get high and do all this stuff like I see kids doing now. When I did my live yesterday morning, it was like 5 kids that walked past me I know should have been in school, and they were still out and about. Why? Because they all went to go hang out and go get high. Marlene, what's going on, baby? You already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. But this is what I'm saying. There's certain things that have changed on the level from when we was coming up till now. I'm not gonna lie to you. I couldn't see myself sniffing nothing. If it ain't food or something that really smells good that catch my, I don't want nothing in my nose. I'm sorry. Just didn't. Couldn't see myself popping anything pill wise because only pills I would be taking is stuff for a pain or a fever. And again, if it wasn't prescribed by somebody, I don't want it. But see, this is the mentality right now. Because not just so much as what they're learning around the community, it's what they learning even on here. Some people have been on here doing stuff they know for a fact they shouldn't be doing because it's sending the wrong message again. You're basically telling them that it's all right to cut school, it's all right to go play with your peoples, go get high, mess up their education, or go mess up something that they want to do in the future. Word, what's going on, my guy? You know, again, it has to be a balance when it's all said and done. It has to be because in the long run, guess what? They taking a hit, man. No kid again should be worried about getting a little quick come up just to try to go fix their high. Nobody thought about that though. There's no way you could tell me y'all feel comfortable seeing a lot of these kids not going to school, not trying to educate themselves, be aware of anything. And again, you will have some parents who probably are lost in the loop because if they too busy and they trying to do what they got to do, that's another problem as well too. But again, why we don't get back to the watchful eyes of the community? Next, see what's going on, baby. There are ways to make your community greater. I feel we can do it on different levels. The first level should be trying to work on the kids that need working on. And I mean, work on them as far as try to better them, try to help them better themselves. Give them the right type of knowledge and education, at least if they are ready and prepared to take that. We're not saying everybody's going to jump on board, but the ones that might have a second thought about something, yeah, they going to jump on it. They going to jump on it because if they see the right adults and the right elders are making those moves, they going to want to be a part of that. And actually, there are some who are actually doing a little bit more than some of them adults. I admire those ones because they are at least seeing what the hell is going on in this world and thinking of ways to try to make it better for everybody. It's not going to get better when you got everybody destroying the communities and then you got the youngins right behind them destroying their communities. It's something that you have to grasp again. It takes a community and a village to raise all these kids. It's not just the parents again. If you are comfortable as an adult selling any type of whatever paraphernalia to a child, there goes to show you your only morals and your only values is concerning money. There's some of y'all that don't care who you selling drugs to. Some of y'all that don't care who you giving out these products to. The only time you'll care about something is if one of those youngins happen to be somebody that's pushing for you. That's when you'll be on it like, yeah, you better make sure you got my... I would say to some of y'all youth out there, don't get into that. It ain't worth it. Do not get into that. Oh, hold on. I'll put some respect on this Cash App real quick. Hold on. Oh, shoot. See my phone tweaking again, y'all. My bad. Let me see something. There you go. I'm going to give you one of these first. Yeah, they don't get too much of my time right now. Appreciate you for that Cash App, baby. Tanya, what's going on, baby? Mary, what's going on, baby? You know, but it is a way to do it. You know, there is a way to do it. She said somebody getting whooped on already. It's just what I've been doing. Anybody been hitting the Cash App or whatever, I give them the little double whammy. I gotta get my other beats back on here. I'm gonna figure out why it's trying not to let me put it on here. But you know, Miss T, what's going on, baby? But see, there is a way for that though. There is. It's called having some sort of self-awareness, but also some sort of conscience. I don't feel right, and that's just me in general. I know there's a lot of people that think like that. I don't feel comfortable, prime example, with young kids being around adults when adults are doing adult things. Why I feel that way? Because that was the same way my mom's presented that shit. May she rest in peace. She did a lot of things, even when I was confused about it. I see why she did it. She did it because she didn't want me to be out there doing stuff I ain't supposed to be doing at all. Trying to be an adult before my time. There's some of y'all that are moving too fast. Not just on the sexual tip. Some of y'all moving too fast to the point where you want to be in the streets for real. And then there's consequences behind that. Didi, what's going on, baby? Willis, what's going on, my guy? Again, they shouldn't be getting pushed to be doing adult things that it don't sit right with them. You think it's right for any grown man or woman to be handing any kids anything that you know for a fact? So should I hand the kid a beer? Hell no. I've always felt that way. Kids and teens supposed to be in their zone, not around adults. When you know adults is doing what they doing, you supposed to be with your friends entertaining. I couldn't be somewhere where I knew my moms and them was doing whatever they was doing, and I'm just sitting there trying to be a part of it. The minute I thought to do that shit, I got kicked out all the damn time. Like, what you doing? Get your ass up out of here. As a parent is supposed to do. There ain't no kids in here. Why you want to be all in the face? Why you want to be in the grown-ups conversation? That's another thing that's a problem. Too many youngins being in the conversations of adults. That is a real problem right there. Shouldn't nobody be worried about what you doing, who you doing, or anything else along that line. A child is supposed to stay in a child's place. I do believe that. Sorry, is something that really sets my spirit wrong. And I'm still that way to this day. I can't have no youngins around me trying to, yo, let me smoke something with you. What? You better go to school. You want to smoke something? Go smoke that test that you got. Go do that. Go get me 100 on that test. Then we can, and then you still can't even talk to me. Come see me when you 21 and over and actually paying some bills or doing something. Can't do that. That's the thing. We've gotten to that notion of quitting. Nobody's really trying to stand strong on that. See, I can honestly say this is why we see some of the madness we got there. Because they ain't just learning what the hell they seeing in their society. They seeing shit on here. They think it's cool to run down on somebody who's doing their harder work. I watched a video with some young, and they all was young. I don't even think none of them was 16. Y'all going to rob the Amazon driver packages and stuff like that. You don't know what was in those packages. You don't know who needed what, but you was so intent on just getting a come up. And this is the problem now. They're starting to see what some of the adults are doing. The ones that are not doing the utmost are the ones that are just coming home from jail. If they ain't just coming home from jail, they done been home long enough to not go back to that system. So they're going to do whatever it is they got to stay out of that system, which is the smartest thing you can do. There's some of y'all that think y'all know these streets that well. You'll find out those streets paint a different picture when you end up getting locked up for something that you didn't think you was going to get locked up for, or that you thought you was going to get away with. No. Didn't I just say the other day they had a whole 13-year-old that waved the gun at the cops and they lucky that the cops didn't shoot him? Stuff like that. Now, see, I'm sorry, but that parent, in my opinion, was irresponsible because even though you didn't seem like you was praising that almighty for your child not being gone, I think you wanted something to happen. That's just my opinion on it. I think you wanted something to happen to that child so you could have something to say, well, I'm getting a lawsuit. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Some of y'all using your children as collateral. I'm starting to see that. Some of y'all use them as collateral or a way to just get above. Shouldn't be thinking that. If that's the case, you shouldn't have had no kids at all. Sorry. Why should you be bringing people in the world and then you're not even trying to really fend for them? You're not even trying to give them a chance. And that is the thing. No, you're right on that, Marlene. But see, that's the thing too. How you gonna learn that, or how you gonna learn that, or even respect that when you're not being taught it at all? The one thing I could say, yeah, like I said, I didn't have my father teaching me some of the things that a father is supposed to teach their child, but I had uncles, I had cousins, I had people that really broke shit down for me when they needed to, and that's what carved me out today. When it came to that, the only thing nobody ever had to teach me was fighting, because I was always fighting. Win, lose, or draw, these hands was coming out. And that was always me and still me to this day. Win, lose, or draw, somebody getting these pulls. And that's it. So that's one thing I didn't have to do too much on. Pardon the wind in the background. Yeah, it is kind of in the city. It just dropped another degree. Now it's down to 33 degrees. So for those in the city, keep yourself warm. You ain't gotta be outside, man. You better sit home. Better eat you some hot chili or something and chill out. Uh-huh. I know. I know. You see what I'm talking about? I know. You in love with me. And that's the reason why you coming under a name. But see, I could tell it'd be people like you who would probably sell these kids a dime bag, probably selling some perks and pills, just doing all sorts of all around fuck shit, right? But you're the type of people, again, we don't need in the community. Oh, wait, while you was out here, don't forget to take this, motherfucker. What happened? You done got serious? Oh, shit. Nah, I'm not going to get them because they going to get this message today because what I'm saying ain't that far off. If dumbasses would fucking stop playing games, they would fucking learn something or they would actually be a part of something. But I ain't got time to be wasting on the fucking faceless bitch that won't fucking come in here and say anything as a grown man or woman. So that nigga's going to get the same work everybody else is getting. Reality. Reality is setting in. There be dumb niggas like you that will literally sit here and probably sell one of these kids a dime bag of coke or a dime bag of crack. It'd be you dumb motherfuckers with no morals and no sense of fucking stability that would do some shit like that. I understand that. And that's the problem. A motherfucker that don't got nothing else better to do, even on a Tuesday night. Nigga, you ain't trying to clap some cheeks or something? What's wrong with you? Ain't nobody got time for that. But I do want to give a clear message to people, right? And I'm not putting this for no, this ain't for kids. No, this for everybody. Because everybody got to hear this. You can't sit here and cry and mope again about certain things in your community and you're not really trying to be a part of a talk, a part of a growth or anything. Nothing. Don't make no sense. This is what's going on, my guy. No, this is the problem with some of these people. And I say this to say this. You niggas is weird on here. Y'all niggas is really weird on here. You would come under my name and say something that's so far off. But I'm gonna tell you something that's not far off, nigga. Our fucking youth are dying at a faster rate than anybody right now. They dying fucking faster than the elderly folks are dying. They not getting a chance to see their prime, to see their potential, because they wrapped up in wild shit that some of you fucking adults put into place. Let's not go there and let's not have me go off course again. Because I'm not. I'm being real about that. Fucking shit is retarded, for real. Nah, it really is retarded. You probably at home beating off to a computer and you worried about what we talking about. We talking about grown folk stuff. When you ready to act like an adult and act like a grown up, then you can come in here and say something. Other than that, go do what you've been doing. Go play with your little Lego blocks. Go put on your little retarded dent's hat and keep it pushing. Straight up. Like, this is the problem with society right now. And I just spoke about this other day and I'm speaking about it again. You got real obsessive, compulsive motherfuckers that just don't listen to reason. You don't even want to be a part of something, but you want to be a distraction to something. Well, I really hope to God you don't have kids. Because if you do, they gonna learn the same stupidness you doing. And they gonna run right with it. And guess what? Just like you might get pounced out, they gonna get pounced out. Sorry to say it that way. Because the apple don't fall far from the retarded tree. And you gotta be retarded if you keep coming under 1,000 names and you ain't being real. And 9 out of 10, you really don't even got a problem. You just want to be a distraction. But I'm gonna show you what I do to distractions. I'm gonna give you this work like I've been giving everybody this work. Because again, people have to understand, we are losing again the youth at a higher rate than anything. We ain't losing them to drugs, we losing them to the streets. Period. So what the fuck is the fucking point of you coming in here with stupid shit? Are you gonna be a part of this change when shit really needs to happen? No. We know what you're gonna be doing. We know exactly what you're gonna be doing. And this is what I'm saying. I want you to do something actually constructive in your life. Go be a part of something. Shit, if you can't be a part of something, man, listen. I think the military's still looking for some crash test dummies. They could use y'all. The fuck is wrong with you? The hell is wrong with you? Like, and part of my language for those who catch this replay. But I just want to show you a true example of a whole dumbass that don't know when to get the fuck a life and go do something with themselves. Sorry. I gotta tell you that way. Because I could tell you got too much time to worry about shit on here and you don't do nothing else. Come on now. Grow up, my nigga. To be people like you, I wish we'd get a job because maybe you would learn to unplug from something. Or go get you a girlfriend since that's what you seen you looking for. You coming up under my name. Hey, hold up, y'all. If he just said something to y'all, I think he want one of y'all, but he ain't trying to come under his real name and say something. It might be a girl. Who never knows? And I don't honestly care because it goes to show you again, when we are talking grown talk and we speaking on values that really need to be spoken on, you bitch niggas ain't going to be a part of no damn revolution. So why the fuck would I give you any more energy? I'm going to give you the energy of my left nut and my right nut. Hold them real tight like you've been doing and keep just squirming the juice out of it. Maybe you'll actually gain some sense of some intelligence. Fucking dumbasses. Facts, man. Fucking cornball. Nigga, stop reading that Playboy magazine, that pinups, nigga. Do that. Now back to the regularly scheduled program. Another issue that we have: adults moving like kids, and then they showing the kids how to move. You ain't gonna get away from that. Hell wrong with y'all? See, and I said this before, and I'm saying this again. It be idiots like you that set the mold. Fucking crazy, man. It'll be your simple ass that would mess around and tell a kid they don't gotta be nothing in life. It'd be your dumb ass that would try to get them to probably possibly start selling drugs or doing shit that they know is illegal and it could possibly get them killed. It'd be your dumb ass that if you do got kids, they gonna suffer the same exact fate like everybody else is suffering right now because your dumb ass don't want to get into reason and get into motion of trying to make a change. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? And it's sad because I got to start cursing for what? But I'm getting my point across. I don't care. I'll just apologize because, again, there's people on here that have said and done worse than I've done. Y'all, I'm telling you, this is why we have to really start building on all four fronts, even down to this internet for real. We can't keep allowing faceless, cowardless ass people to keep coming in here and trying to ruin something good. You coming in here making all the wild, yeah, I got something for you. Oh, I got something for you. If you got something for somebody, come under your name, fool. Come on, man. When y'all gonna learn to grow up? When grown folks is talking, nigga, let grown folks talk. Sit your ass back in the shadows like you been doing. Key example of people who are cowards that will always be cowards, and you can say what you want to say and feel how you want to feel about me, but nigga, I'm here every day under this one fucking name. And I'm still be up under here giving out this work. The hell wrong with you, man? You think your little troll method is going to stop me from bringing something that we know we need? A good conversation, maybe even a good solution to a better revolution? I'm gonna definitely need you to stop sucking balls the wrong way. Excuse my language, y'all. It's a prime example again. You ain't got nothing else better to do. Why don't you show the youth what you should be showing them? How to get up and get a job. How to actually use your education to your best extent. How about that one? The minute somebody say something that's real, y'all want to come in here and be distractions. When it's just chill out time, y'all niggas is nowhere to be found. Now I'm gonna give them the attention because I'm gonna make them look like the dumbasses that they always are. Dumb idiots that don't know anything outside of this fucking app. Prove me wrong. Like I said, we talking about stuff that could be saving the future. The future. Like, what's wrong with you? So you want your kids to go through a struggle. That's what you want. You want your kids to be out here looking like they sad and starving, right? We ain't doing that. What the hell is this? My fault. I'm still watching cameras. So what the fuck is this fool doing? Anyway, ain't doing nothing crazy. But no, this is the thing though. Again, start weaning them away from the drugs. Stop always enticing them with the drugs. Stop showing that on the regular. But then it's hard for that to happen because when they come on social media sites and stuff like that, they are seeing the exact same things that they shouldn't be seeing. They popping pills, they drinking the lean, they doing this, they doing that. It's a fight and a battle all year round. Not just within your communities, but even on these damn platforms. No kid should have to worry about I'm seeing somebody looking like they doped out. They could possibly be having a heart attack or almost losing their life in front of us. That's not cool. Not cool at all. It's not cool at all. I shouldn't see videos of these youth out here robbing hardworking people. I shouldn't see videos or I shouldn't even come across situations where there's shootouts happening. And there's shootouts happening over miscommunication, arguments, or things that we know for a fact are leading to a tragedy. There's some people, again, losing their lives trying to defend the wrong type of people. We got people who are losing their lives because they are so hooked on these drugs, they done finally caught a bad batch that they wasn't expecting. We can't negate that part right there. And appreciate you for dropping all those links, serious baby. We can't get past that fact right there. We need better structure. The adults, the elders, the ones who are actually putting in the work, whether it's on the ground or not. The ones that are actually encouraging the right stuff, we need more of that. We ain't got enough numbers. This is why our numbers is looking low. This is why communities is looking terrible. We don't got too many people fighting on all angles the way we should have them fighting. Start grooming some of these kids to be the future senators, mayors, assemblymen. Start grooming these kids to be the future doctors, the future lawyers, future explorationists. Come on now. How hard is that for some people to do? Get that message. They following everything that we're doing. Forget just following the people they following. They are following what the adults do. If the adults is sitting up there on the block from sun up to sundown, didn't even move, ain't do nothing, what you think they gonna start thinking? They already know you not working, so what you think they gonna start thinking? Oh, they must be out here getting this money. They out here all day. Come on now, we gotta get past that part. We have to. Stop showing them all the wrong. You try to say, oh, but this, that, and third. No. Starting to get annoying now. This is what I'm saying. We really have to start showing a better picture and a better dictation on how we get our communities back. Fighting on all angles. Even down again to trying to get these youth to be a part of something. There's some youth already taking the initiative. They going the distance like they supposed to. They shouldn't be going through that. They supposed to be learning how to not just fend for themselves in the future, but for how to make generational wealth and growth and prosperity happen along their generations. It's supposed to be the repeated cycle of giving the right information and the right tools. One thing I am going to say, and I'm going to say this again, obsession and obsessive people are the worst ones to have in the community because they're only going to be obsessed with certain things. And they're going to be so obsessed, they're going to miss the real part of what's really going on. If you only obsessed with money, you're going to miss out on good golden opportunities with good people. You're only focusing on a come up, a real quick come up. That come up could be your quick downfall too. Just remember that. Yep. And I believe that part. There's a lot of fraudulent behavior in this community. And this is why we are getting some of the things we are getting now. See, when I say certain things, I mean it. You're not going to catch me smoking with no minors. You're not going to catch me chilling with a bunch of minors. We're not doing that. They not even going to be around me. I kind of figured that. And see, that's what's going to get you blown up too. So at least I know who one of you is. And you still chicken and coward to come up here. But I'm going to leave that be. See, we got to stop showing all the wrong examples. Show these youth that it is cool to pick up a book and learn something. Show these youth that it is good to try to expand their minds and their horizons and their reaches in life. Let them reach their fullest potential like we had the chance to do so. You think I'm going to sit here, I'm going to do a bunch of videos, I'm going to be cammed up and I'm just rolling up smoking all the time? No, I'm not going to do that. That's a problem. They'll come on here though and see somebody looking like they about to pass out, go into a coma because of whatever they tripping on. I just watched a few videos the other day. And again, it's showing the detail of what's going on even in these prison systems, right? This dude would look like he was about to go head first into a toilet bowl. So whatever he did, that's going to show you that fentanyl probably running around in there too. So just imagine, you got all that happening out here, but you also got that happening in there. People are catching overdoses and all of that because of the bad drugs that are being sent back and forth. So you're really not safe anywhere. That's what you're basically saying. I want to say something to, again, some of you youth that need to hear it. If you are following around the wrong people and you see the only thing they're doing is creating trouble, causing drama, even within your family, that should tell you you don't need to be around those people. It really shows that. If I'm hanging around a bunch of people, that's just like if I was smoking a drink. I can hang with people that smoke and drink. But I'm not going to be sitting there doing stuff with them neither if I know I don't really get down like that. You know, this is the problem. Some of y'all are too comfortable, even to a point, again, of doing things with these minors you know for a fact you ain't supposed to be doing. See, they might be legalizing weed in certain states and everything else, but it's still a crime if you smoking or even selling to a minor. So some of y'all should have that in your heads not to even go that route. Because even if it ain't presented, when you get wrapped up, guess who's going to jail? It's going to be you. And there are some of you parents that need to stop doing that too. Stop trying to be stop trying to be friends with your kids. You want to be down with them. Oh, I'll let them smoke in the house and this, that, and the third, so they shouldn't be smoking at all. You should be trying to, if anything, uplift them out of that. Because again, they ain't adults. They shouldn't be making these adult decisions. So essentially, you are telling these kids too that it's all right to do what you do. Nene, what's going on, baby? Y'all already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. And if y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll drop the link again, just in case if anybody want to chime in on this. I'm probably not going to be going crazy tonight. I'm just brushing off what I was starting yesterday. Even down to a point again of kids respecting their parents. Your parents brought you in the world, they could easily take you out. I still believe in that. There are some people who was even in their stages of not so much as adulthood, they was in their stages where they was in the prime of their life. Whether they had a career or whatever. And you know what messed them up? Heavy drugs. You know what ended up being a downfall? A family member had to take them out 9 out of 10 because they was doing too much. Now again, when you become an adult, you make all the decisions you want and you move the way you see fit. But when you are under the age of 18, I'm sorry, you are not to be making no adult decisions. Your parents are supposed to be making decisions. Those decisions that they make for you is to help you. Some of y'all might think it's just to be a wet blanket. They don't want me to have no fun. But while y'all was doing it, there's differences. They're showing you a way not to go because they don't want you to go through the same hardship or the same struggle if they went through it. There's some people right now who was ex-drug addicts, got themselves right as soon as they got kids. And guess what? No matter what stories their kids might have heard about them, they knew how to sit there and talk to them and tell them what it was with them. So they don't have to go again through that struggle they went through. Any real parent, anybody who really done went through the heavy drug use and then got themselves clean and kept themselves clean, that's what they're going to continue to do, even if they got kids. Because guess what? Some of them realized they missed out a portion of their kids' life being on drugs and being high. Or you done missed out because you done got wrapped up for stealing. That's another thing I'm gonna start bringing up too. There's some of you youth out there who are pulling adult moves like you want to do home invasions. You want to rob these convenience stores. You want to rob the spots that you frequent, that your community frequents. So guess what? You are essentially messing the people of your community up. Yes, I'm saying it. There have been some things recently that have been popping in, but I guess I was right about certain things. There are going to be some people who do not care if you're an adult or you're a kid. If you're coming in there with the intent on trying to harm or rob or do anything, they are going to either try to take you out or they're going to defend themselves the way they see fit. I watched the old video. It looked like it was nothing but teens. They broke into somebody's house thinking that they was going to get something, and they almost got killed. All four of them highly hauled ass out that house. Yeah, because that dude came out with the chopper and was ready to kill. Because you're not going to break into somebody's house and thinking that somebody is really going to tolerate. There's some people who will allow it because their lives are more important. But then you're going to have those who ain't trying to hear that. So when you come across somebody that's really ready and they for the shits, y'all not going to be prepared for that. And I done seen videos where y'all thought y'all was thugged out and somebody came out even more thugged out and y'all ran like cowards. Hold on now. Y'all don't think that some of the things y'all doing ain't gonna have a dire consequence? Let you keep on. See, that's the crazy part. See what you just said, realist? There's some people, again, doing life. If not doing life, they doing heavy years because of not just home invasion. You done tried to kidnap. You done started, you done did a little bit of everything. You probably either killed somebody in the midst of a robbery. So again, how far are you really ready to go for a come up? It's time for some of y'all to stop taking these movies as if this is the golden blueprint for something. They not. Some of these stories and some of these movies, you always see what the outcome is. The bad guy always ends up losing one way or another. So if you out here thinking you a bad guy, guess what? You're going to meet your defeat at some point. Goddess, what's going on, baby? I'm sorry, it's not the way to be thinking. Y'all think some of these movies and some of these things you've seen, that's actually how life is supposed to be? No. I shouldn't see my brothers and sisters strung out to the point where they almost looking like flesh and bones. Nah, I shouldn't see that. I shouldn't see people looking like straight skeletons out here. I just walked past somebody I went to school with, still on the drugs, heavy. It's to a point where my feet are bigger than her whole body. That's not cool. You out here struggling and stressing over the drugs. That's not, no. You out here even prostituting yourself for the drugs. I want to tell some of you young men and women out there, those are going to be your next steps. If you keep going down this wrong path, you're going to end out like some of these people you see out in these streets. And see, some of y'all will poke fun every day. Some of y'all will sit here and make fun and mock that. But that could be you. Always remember that part. That could be you. See, I never laughed at the fiends. I never laughed at them. I just looked at them and observed them. I knew which fiends was going to be on BS, and I knew which fiends was just only looking to get high and probably go somewhere and get high again. And I never laughed at them. There was no need to. I just looked at them as far as disgust because some of y'all was really out here putting yourselves out here in these streets for nothing. The small handful of drug addicts, in my opinion, they come from the drug background. If everybody in their family is on it, of course, if that cycle don't get broken, 9 out of 10, you're going to be on it. If I'm literally watching my mom shoot up dope and everything else, what you think I'm going to end up doing at some point? If I don't end up being the drug user, I'm going to be the drug seller. There are some people who are out here losing their minds because, prime example, they done been through molestation of some sort. And they don't know how to really get that out. They don't know how to talk. They don't know how to really let it out to somebody that they can trust. We ain't gonna skip that part neither. There's a lot of different situations to why some of these youth are out here. Wow. And if some of them actually get the help when needed, especially when they are willing to accept it, that could make a great change. And it's sad because some of these people got strung out just because, again, being around the wrong set of people. I keep telling y'all this story because it's truth. The dude that I went to school with should have been drawn for Marvel Comics. And he could have been drawn for both. He could have been drawn for DC and Marvel. That's how nice he was. But because of him being with the wrong people, not knowing who rolled up what, his brain is fried right now. He's somewhat coherent. His brain is fried. He's walking around like the zombies out in the streets, and he ain't even on the heavy drugs. So it goes to show you again, y'all got to start being more careful of who you put around you and who's doing running around you. I'm saying that to you, youth again. Be mindful of the people that you keep around you. The ones that you really think is your friends are going to be the ones that destroy you. Why? Because guess what? Their lives are already destroyed, if it ain't destroyed. And that's the problem. We need to have more talks like this. We need to have more upbringing and real dialogue about this. Drina, what's going on, baby? I knew people, like I said, that if not one parent was on the drug, both of them was on the drugs. But guess what? They ain't go down that route they went. And they still got to honor and respect for them despite whatever. Because again, they didn't have to be brought into the world. But they here for a reason. No doubt, Anita, appreciate you, baby. That's all I'm saying. We got to come to that. Come to that damn conclusion right now. We got a higher stake, again, of kids losing their lives or potentially messing up their lives because of what they're seeing and what they've been around. 702, what's going on, baby? They don't want to hear that. When it comes to talks like this, don't nobody care about that. They don't care about it until it really hits home. And then they realize, well, damn, these people was bringing up something for a good fact. Yeah, we bringing it up for a good fact. How many more kids we got to see losing their lives out here? And over madness that don't even have nothing. No, they shouldn't be worried about how they going to crack somebody's safe. They shouldn't be worried about scheming and scamming people, especially hardworking people. They shouldn't be worried about trying to get a quick lick or a home invasion or even catch a charge before they 18. They shouldn't be worried about that. They're the small handful that, guess what, get past you. They don't get past you because guess what? They already in the belly of the beast. The ones that are not, they got to navigate their way. And again, I would tell y'all this. If you are around people that are leading you to the hellfire, slowly get away from them. If you are already doing certain things of a nature as far as you actually getting your education, you actually the one that's going to school and doing what you need to do, you don't need to be around the friends that's always trying to be out in the streets all day, every day. Because those will be the same ones, again, that will set you up for the downfall. And when it's all said and done, guess what it's all going to be? They going to be free, you not. You hanging around teens that are doing these home invasions and stuff like that, guess what? You going to get wrapped up right along with it. Because you just as guilty as the company that you keep. Sorry to tell you that. There's people who are being arrested right now as we speak because they probably just was hanging with the wrong people. They definitely trying to be gang, or they trying to get some sort of notoriety to the people. Yeah, I'm about that. If I got to come to do it, I'll do it. No. That's not the way the world works, youngins. Sorry to tell you that way. See, there is a disconnect. And the real disconnect is not just because of the adults. They'll say, oh, the adults is hating on the youth. No, 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 no. I'm going to break this down from what I've seen. There are some adults, there are some elders who are trying not to school the youngins like they herbs or anything. They're just trying to bring y'all on to some education and hip you to something that you ain't aware of. But you got some of y'all that, again, are disrespectful. You don't want to hear nothing. You feel because your parents said, if anybody tell you anything, say something, you let me know. And no. They could be telling you something that your parents don't even see. They could be telling you something for your own good. And if you're going to really sit here and make a bet that they don't care about the youth or they just want to hate on the youth, no, I'm going to keep it real with you. There are some adults who hate on the youth. There are some elders who hate on the youth. But that's because, again, when they was a youth, they didn't do or accomplish as much as some of y'all are about to do. So, yeah, that's a problem. But then the same token, you got those who don't hate you. You got those who want to see you do well. But you refuse to do well because you refuse to listen to reason. You refuse to even open your ears and your eyes to something. So I'm going to break it down like that. Not every damn adult and not every elder is hating on the youth. Half of them are trying to steer y'all in a better direction so you don't end up being future dope fiends. So you don't end up being future dumbouts, crash dummies. What you want me to? What word you want me to say for the breakdown? They trying to get you to get to a better place in life. If you think the jail systems is going to be your options in life, or that's the only option in life you got, you are sadly in a world full of misled information, and you definitely putting yourself in a world full of hurt. Nat, what's going on, baby? Hope all well with you, baby. But see, these are the type of talks that you don't want to hear. But you'll say, oh, they hate you. Oh, they don't know what the hell they talking about. No, they know what they talking about. They know exactly what they talking about. They just trying to get you to understand it. They trying to get you to understand it in a way that you can. They try to not so much as get hit with you. They trying to hit you to the right type of game that could definitely push you further. Y'all don't want to hear that, though. All it is, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I ain't worried about what they talking about. Until some of y'all meet your fate. That's what they are trying to avoid you doing. Meeting an uncertain fate. There's nothing wrong with not so much as being a square. There's nothing wrong with trying to, again, elevate yourself on all angles. Finding your real purpose in life. Trying to be a better person in life. There's nothing wrong with that. If y'all think there's something wrong, again, you are being misled and sadly gonna end up mistaking yourselves and being another number, another statistic. Some of these adults are trying to help you because they know what it is. They went through the struggle. It wasn't just parents raising them. They had a whole community behind them, raising them, trying to help them. Even some of the ones that wasn't doing what they really was supposed to be doing was even setting an example. Nah, we can't have these youth looking at us like this. Nah, they ain't gonna be part of this. I would have thought to say something early in my age group. Yeah, I want to sell drugs with the adults. They'd have laughed at me. Hey, if you don't go sit your ass down, man, I'm gonna tell your mama you was over here saying this shit. That's how it was back then. They ain't doing it no more. And the ones that are trying to do it, the parents are giving an issue about it. Oh, who are you? Don't be talking to my kid. Don't be trying to tell my kid nothing. Why can't your kid get corrected when they need to be corrected if you're not the one doing it? You lucky this ain't the old society. Because trust me, some of them adults would beat you and then bring you to your parents and told you what happened. And then you would have to get another whooping. But see, things change. Again, it's to a point where it is a system set up, so you can't say nothing to them. So you were basically saying, I'm gonna allow my kid to fall to the system or to the machine. Nah, that ain't it. And it should never be that route. It should never even be that thought that hit or enter your mind. It is time for some of y'all again to start being more responsible when it comes to these youth. I don't care if you are their parents or not. It is time. Because again, essentially what you're saying is that you don't have no hope for nobody. Now, Whitney said it best, that she believed children was the future. I still believe that. These children, these youth are the future. They are. Whether you want to believe it or not, they are. The right ones will come along. The right ones will definitely be making strides to try to make change. Again, like, you think that this is a game. It's not a game no more. How many more people got to keep suffering? How many more kids got to lose out on their life because they behind bars? Never coming home. Doing 30, 40, 50 years. That's most of your damn life gone. There's some of you youth that need to get that. Y'all think it's cool. Y'all think that it's all bread and gravy. It's not. It's not bread and butter when you really got to sit there in a jail looking at a cell or looking at a cellmate. You think it's cool to be told when to get up, when to shower, when to go have rec, when to eat? No. You think you really want to be locked up in your cell 23 hours out the day? No. But if you think that, only thing I can tell some of y'all, don't cry later. I know people right now crying, wishing they was home right now. They ain't never coming home. Why? Because they done some of the most unimaginable things that nobody should have did. And they had to suffer for that. People right now just coming home from bids, from stuff they did, even down to attacks on women. So you think for a minute some of them people who just came home gonna want to go back that easy? No. We all make mistakes in life, but the worst mistake you can make is taking somebody's life or ruining somebody's life to a point where now you could be going to jail for it. Yeah, it is. Nah, some of them are going to learn the hard way. Because again, they don't want to hear nothing. They got it etched in their mind. If my parents can't tell me nothing, what makes you think you can tell me something? But you don't even know that person to tell you something that will help you benefit at some point. Guess what? Don't wait till it's too late. And then now you, oh, I had opportunities to do this. I should have did this when I was out. And another thing that is getting on my nerve as a community, stop saying free people that knew they didn't value their freedom when they was outside. I'm not going to say, yo, free my nigga JoJo, knowing JoJo probably done killed like 20 people. Hell no, nigga, stay your ass in jail. Sorry to say it that way. You're going to have to learn your lesson. You got caught up. Y'all keep with this, oh, free this one, free this one. No. How about you free all the political prisoners who got locked up for nothing? How about you free those who was actually framed for crimes that they didn't commit? And some of those people are actually coming home now. See, some of you have to understand this too. Some of these people that are coming home from jail was wrongfully accused of things. And because it wasn't full DNA analysis and stuff like how it is now, forensics, a lot of those people, all you had to do was just say, yeah, he did it or she did it. And that was it for you. If you couldn't prove it, you was going down. So imagine if that starts happening again. Again, be mindful of who you around and who you place around you. If they ain't trying to uplift you and see you in the best light, they don't need to be around you because they're going to be your downfall. Again, pardon the wind in the background. Y'all already know what it is. But let's keep it a buck, though. Keep it a buck. Now, some of y'all are doing things because, again, you want to be down. You want to prove that you down, right? When something happens and you get locked up and it's going to be a long bid, see how many people actually going to have your back. See how many people actually going to come visit you, put something on your books and all of that. Some of y'all realize it ain't going to be what you think. So now you basically came from nothing to go to nothing. You know, and this is what I'm saying. That notion of, oh, free my nigga this and free homie this and free that. And no, if they didn't value their freedom while they was out here, they need to sit in there and learn a lesson. Hopefully, when they get out, they will learn the error of their ways and try to improve themselves. See, again, some people are going to learn the hard way. There are going to be others that they only going to get a stern warning one good time. It might be a slap on the wrist. They ain't going to do it again. How much you want to bet that part? There's some of you that, again, you know you're not built for any type of that street action, but you want to try to prove something so badly. You'll find out. Because, again, when you either locked up for a long time or you could be that next casualty in the grave, it will speak in volumes who really got your back and who don't. I knew who had my back and still got my back to this day. And those are the main ones that, again, they ain't going to never steer me in the wrong direction. And those are the ones that can actually help me in certain situations. So I ain't going to never, and I mean never, go against the grain. Not going against the people that I know for a fact got my back and want to see me do well. Not going to do that. And again, you got people that love and care for you, but you'll say they hating on you. Oh, they don't know what it is, and all these old niggas, they don't know nothing. All these old, that's another thing too. Some of y'all got to be careful in the choice of words you using with people, especially adults, because you're still kids at the end of the day. You're still teens at the end of the day. You, as a teen, coming to an old man that's probably old enough to be your father, and you tell him SMD, 9 out of 10, you ain't going to be sitting here. Again, there are people losing their lives over that word right there. Those words right there say enough, because you are showing the value of respect that you got. You don't respect your life if you're going to sit there and tell a grown man that's old enough to be your father or even your grandfather. It's the same way with y'all disrespecting some of the older women in here. Y'all get crazy with y'all mouths, but y'all fail to realize that's still somebody's moms at the end of the day. Now, you ain't going to be able to tell somebody how to feel when you're sitting there disrespecting their mom, especially in their face. Or did we not have a case about that a couple months back? Did somebody lose their life behind that? Disrespecting somebody's moms, getting crazy even to the point of putting hands on him, and look what happened. He got the hand of God put on him. May that brother rest in peace, but it wouldn't be no rest in peace had he killed himself that day. And some of y'all have to catch yourselves. Stop being so into your emotions. You might think I'm in my emotions. I'm not. I'm being passionate about this because it's just some things that we was never doing. I'd be damned back in the day if I told any of them grown men or women to SMD and think I wasn't getting my ass whooped all around the board until the sunrise. There's some of you, you got this emotional spirit with you that you need to get rid of. And if ain't no other man going to tell you today, I'm going to tell you. That's going to be your downfall. Too much emotional shit. I'm telling you like it is, raw and uncut. Because again, I done heard people say worse on this app than I've done. Some things you're not going to be able to say and do, and think it's not going to be a consequence behind it. This is again why some people are losing their life before they even get to a peak of life that they could be doing something great and grand. Got some OGs who are coming home, who have changed their stripes, who are trying to show the youth something better. And you want to know why some of them are doing that? Because some of them either missed out on their kids' lives, and now their kids is grown, or they coming home and they having kids. So again, they're gonna change their stripes for good reason. I don't want my child to go through what I just went through. I don't want my child to be out here in the streets suffering or feeling like they struggling or feel like they gotta rob, kill, and do anything just to get something. I'd rather them get it from the mud and learn things the right way. See, when you making critical mistakes like that, you disrespecting, you putting your hands on the females, even the older ones, there's consequences behind that. If I slap somebody mom's, prime example right now, I'm expecting any and everything to come that way, and I'm just going to have to be prepared on it. But if I don't have to go that route, I'm not going to go that route. The difference, again, y'all not getting in control of your emotions. And that is going to be a lot of your downfalls. Not getting in control of that damn emotion. It's time to wisen up, y'all. For real. And I'm saying this from the purest place of my angry little heart. It's time for some of y'all to start doing better. And when you got the right adults, even the right kids around you in your age group that are showing you something, why not try to take that for what it is? You want to live and struggle your whole life? I don't think you do. And that's a whole fact right there, realist. That part right there. Ain't nobody going to tolerate you being disrespectful. Ain't nobody going to tolerate you not trying to listen to reason, even when somebody is being calm and cordial with you. Some people are going to speak to you on a tough love basis because that's all some of y'all understand is tough love. You don't understand when somebody is being cool and cordial with you or even trying to shoot the breeze with you. Again, an emotional state with some of y'all. Yes, there's ways to make a community better, but the community as a whole, the people in the community got to come together. You might not want to hear it, but you're going to hear it today. And it starts again with not just what's being taught at home, but what's being taught around the communities. There's some kids right now, and even some teens right now, getting part of certain situations because they like the fact that somebody is actually bringing something that's useful. They bringing key tools that is needed right now. We need a higher value of people coming out and not just giving out education to keep them well in the streets. Education that's going to keep them well in life. Tired of seeing and hearing is teens, early 20s. Like ain't nobody getting past a certain age without being locked up or getting killed. Is this the society and this the generation we living in right now? And see, my only question to some of these adults out there, because some of these adults are the reason why these kids are doing what they're doing. When do you start taking responsibility for your mess ups and try to clean up that mess? Some of the mess is happening because of y'all. I'm gonna show you how to get this money, son. You ain't gotta go to school. You ain't gotta do this. You ain't gotta pick up no book. You ain't got all of those mentalities is what got these kids out here to the green nap. Trying to be friends with them. That's what got them in these situations now. Everywhere you go, you think you should see some positive, all you get is negative. We start getting more people to push that positive and push out that notion of positive and showing the world that, look, despite all the negatives, look at all the positives. Those positives a lot of times outweigh the negatives. You think it don't, but it do. I would rather see a young man or a young woman going for a Nobel Peace Prize or even bringing something to the forefront like some of these adults have brought. I would rather see you youth actually learning something, gaining an education, and not just working for the system, but at least getting to a point where you'll be able to do and fend for yourself. The way we make a community better, some of our communities need more playgrounds, need more recreation centers, more education centers. We need that. Because apparently what they're being taught ain't all it's cracked up to be. And again, when you are learning stuff that's been taught throughout history, there's other things that just got into the curriculum that should be there. It's time to understand this again. Time is of the essence. Time is critical. And time is not to be wasted. You shouldn't be wasting your time and your energy on things that ain't going to do you nothing and ain't going to bring you nothing good. If you think a jail cell is going to bring you something good, you are sadly mistaken. The only thing that jail cell is going to bring you is hard lessons. The only thing that jail cell is going to bring you is you probably having to defend yourself either with a cellmate or anybody that's in that prison system. That's all that's going to bring you. And some of y'all, you seem like you got a problem with your parents telling you something or telling you what to do. But you'll go to them prison systems and let them tell you what to do. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I know I'm not tripping when I said that. I'm going to say it again. Y'all have a problem with your parents, especially the ones that are doing for you. You have a problem with your parents telling you something, but you don't have a problem with the jail system telling you something. Now, again, make it make sense. And the small reason why the youth don't want to hear nothing, it is because some of these adults and some of these elders dropped the ball crazy. You made it seem like it's all right for them to be out and about, being strung out. You made it seem like, oh, being in the streets all hours of the night, when you know it ain't nothing going on in the nighttime good in the streets. It's cool. It ain't cool. Again, I lost people. I lost people at a young age that should have been here now. But because their parents didn't care or they was too strung out, they let their kids do whatever. I told y'all, one of the families that used to live in my building, their child was out all hours of the night. And guess what happened? That child lost their life. Got hit by a car and dragged a couple blocks. It's simple incidents like that can happen in the nighttime. And you're not worried about what's going on. You should be worried about your lives and your well-being, just like the parents should be. And I'm going to say to some of you parents who might be looking lost or left out the loop, you better start getting eyes on your youth. You might think that it's something that is, no, it's not played out. The problem is, y'all think it's played out. Trust me, there are a lot of y'all that could be making great strides and even making future strides if you get yourself right. Get around the right people and the right influences. Again, I'm going to implement that some of you adults, especially the ones who feel y'all got the energy and the time and the patience, get back into them big brother, big sister programs and start really showing these youth that look here, despite whatever living conditions you might be going through, despite whatever you might be going through, you can get past that and make it to a higher level in life. It's not that hard to do. See, I called it down the middle. There's some kids that they aren't respecting their parents, but there's some parents that are not doing what they're supposed to be doing for the kids to respect them. Irresponsibleness at its best. And then you got ones who are actually breaking their backs to keep a roof over your head, clothes on your back, everything else along those lines. And y'all are completely disrespecting them like they don't mean nothing to you until it's too late and you realize when they gone and they ain't got that extra support, it will hurt you. Take heed to the words I just said tonight. I'm an old grown ass man, and I just said it, and I'm gonna say it again. I wish my mama was here in the flesh one more time, so I could have a real good talking conversation with her. I wish she could see exactly how far I came in life. I ain't gonna get that opportunity. Some of y'all got the opportunity, and while you got your parents here, whether it's one parent, both parents, whatever, make it worth something. Make them proud of you. The link is dropped in case anybody want to chime in, because I'm not going crazy tonight. I'm just polishing off some of what I started yesterday. And apologies for those who had to hear me in the beginning kind of going in. But I'm also going to let that be known too. Don't be around people who are doing things like this. Being the disturbance. Being cowards. You for strong. You're strong-minded and strong-willed, whether you believe it or not. You are going to be the future. Whether anybody tells you that or not, you are the future. You have to accept that, whether you want to or not. You are going to be the future. Forget just the future entertainers and ball players. You're going to be the future doctors, lawyers, architects, internet techs, everything that's happening right now. Y'all could be a part of that growth and make it to where everybody is successful. You hip with technology, spread that knowledge where it's needed. It don't hurt. Again, it's a joint effort. In order to make the community great again, we all got to come together. Put away our differences, put away our what we thought we knew, and put in what we know now. Start coming to the tables. Start bringing ideas. But again, some of you've got to stop thinking that all of the adults out here are just hating on you. We not hating. We want to see you rise above all the ignorance and the BS. Just the same way some of your parents want to see you do well. Just like some of the people in the community want to see you do well, even when they sit down and talk to you about certain things. They want to see the best out of you. You should want to see the best out of you too. Just want to make that clear tonight. It's time for a balance again. It is time for that balance again. Let's show the world around us and the people that's coming in behind us that we didn't drop the ball. We might have fumbled it a bit, but we didn't completely drop the ball. On that note, I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Again, that link is pinned in case anybody want to chime in, but if not, I'll wrap it up. I feel I said what I need to say. And if I got to expunge and get anything on this again, I will. Because until we get to some sort of common ground and solution, we're going to have to bring these talks full surface. With that being said, Definitely appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight. Y'all ain't have to be here, even through the little fake troll madness, but you still was here. There's always love and respect for those who've been a part of this family and still a part of this family. Oh, but I am going to let it be known, though. The one person I just found out that's trolling me, my nigga, you really don't want this smoke. And it's obvious you don't because you got to hide under accounts. If you got an issue with anything I'm saying or anything that I'm bringing, especially on a positive note, come up like a man and talk to me. If you're not, kindly move away from this sector. And you know what this sector is? The hope sector. I'm hoping to see these youth do something better than what they're doing. I'm hoping that we can have a change in life that everybody could be beneficial on. That part. Don't get it twisted. And don't get your head knocked off. Fat boy. I know who the hell I'm talking about. On that note, let me get up out of here. Definitely was always a blessing to come and bring something. I'll be back tomorrow morning with that morning safe, definitely. And for those who following me on Twitch, if you ain't doing it, well, shoot, for those who ain't following me, if you ain't, you better download it and follow me. We're going to be bringing some stuff over there as well, too. I could probably do something tomorrow afternoon before work, so let's see how this pans out. I'll give y'all a little early edition on the Twitch. But again, this is just something that is needed. A strong, healthy conversation that could lead somewhere. Whether you want to be a part of it or not, that's on you. But the ones who do want to be a part of it, stay tuned. We still got more coming. We still got content on the way. We ain't playing around, man. And we ain't playing around and we ain't settling and we not falling for none of that okie doke. We not. We gonna bring what's necessary. Real hard-hitting conversations. And whether the people join the panel or not, just know we do have people in this little nice circumference that will always bring something real to the people, whether y'all want to hear it or not. If y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to the replay game. Shout out to the Shadow Mafia and the Shadow Babies. Y'all know what it is, baby. For everybody that was in attendance tonight, y'all already know that love is love and it be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All I can do is give you real. And that's all I'm going to do is give you real topics and real builds. And I'll definitely see y'all in the morning. We're going to definitely chop it up. And we'll definitely do something tomorrow on the Twitch. But y'all stay safe. Keep that third eye open. And to the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.